you. Thank you. Did you hear me? Do you hear me now? So sorry, wala palang sound. Yeah, I kept on, but thank you for the comment. So, meron na po bang sound? Pakilagay nga po sa comment if meron na tayong sound. Uulitin ko lahat ng sinabi ko, but I'll give you, okay na. Okay, perfect. Thank you for alerting me. So, as I was saying, ito pong ating broadcast is really for everyone who wants to have an online income stream. This is applicable for many different business niche or niches na tinatawag. So niche is yung a particular segment po, ano? So even if you think na kayo ay specialized dahil napakaliit na grupo ng tao lang ang sinisilbihan ng inyong produkto, this is for you. Kung kayo naman ay may produkto na magsisilbi sa maraming tao, this is still for you. Kung kayo ay isang mompreneur, alam ko karamihan ng mga followers ko are moms, and dahil po ako yung nanay din, maybe they've seen me and they identify with me bilang babae, bilang nanay, probably in your 30s, 40s, then para sa inyo ito. Pero meron din po tayong mga followers ng mga lalaki. So mga dadpreneurs natin dyan or want to be entrepreneurs ng mga lalaki. Meron din po tayong mga followers ng mga estudyante na lalaki. So mapababae, mapalalaki, this is quite applicable across different age ranges, across different industries. Iisa lang naman po yan ang online selling. Itong ituturo ko sa inyo tonight, it is more like a blanket strategy, an overview. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through kasi nga, I am preparing you for deeper learning as we progress. So ito yung mga pinaka-foundations, pinaka-basics. So tonight, kailangan natin isulat ang mga matututunan natin because this will create the foundation. Kailangan kasi matibay po talaga yung foundation ng business. And I should know because I created so many failed businesses before ako nakapag-create ng successful business. So, very, very important po yan. And the reason behind why nag-fail yung mga businesses ko, you know me as a doctor, right? I am a doctor, I'm self-employed. Pero malakas po nananalaytay sa aking dugo ang pagiging entrepreneur. So, for, I would say, maybe nag-start ito around 6 years ago na realize ko that my calling as an entrepreneur is there. And so, like anyone na nagsisimula pa lamang, napakaraming mga failures na pinagdaanan, and most of the failures come from not having that strong foundation. So before I guide you through the technical aspect ng online business, setting up that online business, kailangan very strong talaga yung foundation ninyo. So tonight, pag-uusapan natin yan, yung laying the foundation. May pag-uusapan din tayong technical para maintindihan ninyo how you're going to build up on that foundation, yung mga iba't ibang aspects nito. And you take what you can para sa specific po ninyo mga serbisyo at produkto. Okay, so this is again a generalized teaching, pero kung anong applicable sa sarili ninyong sitwasyon, yun po yung gagamitin ninyo. Okay, so let's see, sino po dito ang ating mga mompreneurs? Lagay nga po dyan, sino po ang mga nanonood ng mga mompreneurs natin? Let's have a look. Mompreneurs, wala ba? Nasaan ang ating mga mompreneurs? At nasaan naman po ang ating mga dadpreneurs? Sino yung mga negosyante nating tatay dito? Meron po ba? Let's have a look. Huwag na pong mahiya. This is an interactive session. Just so I get a sense kung saan po kayo, where you're coming from. Sino naman dito yung nagnanais pa lang na magtayo ng business online or palaguin ang business nila online? Tingnan natin. Hello, sino man po ito? Facebook user. Hi. Another Facebook user. Dami nating Facebook users. Lahat po tayo ay Facebook users. Okay, so ito maganda. Si Ms. Llewellyn Cleofeas Pudok looking for online income stream. Yes, welcome. Sharon Mateo is also here. Hello, Sharon. Angie, hello. I recognize a few names. Yes. So, tingnan natin. Ayan, mompreneur. Si Ms. Llewellyn. Perfect. Hi, si Dwayne. Hello. Ikaw ba ay isang studentpreneur, mompreneur, Mr. or Miss Dwayne? This is a fused account. Ano yata ito, shared account. Anyway. So, yeah. So, it's good to see na meron po tayong mga dito, ha? So sabi ni Facebook user, I failed 2 businesses. Ako rin. I've been there, done that. I have failed actually many businesses before I actually got into a profitable income stream online. Ganyan po talaga ang trajectory. Pero kung masya-shortcut natin, mas maganda po. Ano? Yeah. So it's good to get a sense of where you're coming from. It's good for us to establish yung reality po. Ano? Kasi the reality is sa tawag, sa calling ng isang negosyante, talagang normal po yun na magkakaroon kayo ng bumps along the road to the point na maswerte kayo kung wala kayong pinagdaan ng failure in the beginning. Napakaswerte na ninyo. But this is to be expected, okay? Para hindi mawalan ng loob. And, I find that the entrepreneurial journey can be quite lonely in the beginning, lalo pa kung wala ka talagang makakasama na mga katulad mo. For example, in your family, right? Many times, ikaw lang ang merong entrepreneurial calling and hindi ka maintindihan ng pamilya mo. So the support that you're looking for won't be there. And so, ngayon, maswerte tayo, may mga online communities na tayo. Like, gusto mo mag-low carb, gusto mo mag-fasting, meron ng online communities for that. May susuporta sa'yo. Ganon din yung pagiging negosyante. So, the more support that we get, the better it will be. Kasi, doon natin makikita na lahat pala ng tao, may karamihan ng mga online entrepreneurs dumaan din sa failure. And it's because nga, most of the time, yung foundation hindi ganon ka-solid. Yeah, sabi ni Lulin, yeah, fail po online selling. Yes, so pag-uusapan na natin ngayon yung foundational aspect. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up some slides and we have to start. Yung mga iba sa inyo, so this is the other thing about being an entrepreneur po, yung mga nagsasucceed na mga entrepreneurs are those who have, and I've always talked about this from even before, dalawang uri po ng mindset. Meron tayong fixed, yung hindi talaga siya patitinag, yun ang kanyang pinaniniwalaan at yun lang ang tama. So that's the fixed mindset. Very crucial sa growth ng isang entrepreneur ang pagkakaroon ng growth mindset. Yun yung meron kang open type of mindset kung saan alam mo na itong pinagdadaanan mong journey may not be the best path and so willing ka makinig sa mga tao na maaring nakarating na doon sa gusto mong patunguhan. So you're very open. Hindi ka, kasi, if you're very much steeped sa fixed mindset, ang mangyayari sa'yo, once mag-fail ka, hindi ka na maghahanap ng mga pamamaraan kung paano mo i-improve either ang sarili mo o ang proseso mo. Right? So, doon pa lang masastuck ka na and then you're gonna give up on your entrepreneurial dreams. And sayang naman kasi imagine if you just had the right foundation, how many lives can you change with your products and services, right? And this happened to me too. Dumating sa point na talagang nakaka-depress kasi when you fail, right, then you question yourself. Nagsa-start ka mag-doubt, bakit ba hindi ako pinapatulog nitong tawag sa akin na maging entrepreneur? Pero at the same time, dahil nag-fail ka, wala kang confidence and nakaka-depress po yun. Okay, however, kung meron kang open type of mindset, growth mindset, at ikaw ay willing na maturuan, ma-lead, then you will see na parte talaga yun ng proseso. Na yun ay binibigay sa'yo para din matuto ka, mahasa ka. Okay? So, this foundational concept that I'm going to present to you requires an open mind. Okay? Open mind, maaring narinig na po ninyo ito dati, but you have to, again, probably review it. Wag tayo magkaroon. We should not enter into such long journey as entrepreneurship na rocky pa with the belief na alam ko na yan. Hindi ako makikinig. Alam ko na yan. Parang we know it all, right? Because yun nga, yung sinasabi ko kanina, if you don't open yourself to different perspectives, minsan kasi kahit narinig mo na ito at alam mo na siguro itong ituturo ko sa'yo ngayon, pero baka this time, meron kang makitang different angle. Okay? So, this particular slide na ipapakita ko sa inyo, I have talked about this before, pero ngayon, hihimay-himayin natin. Okay? Now, bakit nag-fail sa business normally? Dahil nga, mahina yung foundation. Ikalawa, sumunod lang sa trends, right? Without understanding na ang business, hindi lang yan kung ano yung trend ngayon, jump in ka. For example, nagsimula ang pandemic, nagkaroon ng trend ng pagbebenta ng mga kakanin, right? Bebenta ng kakanin, nakikita, malakas ang ano diyan, ang selling sa mga nagbebenta ng mga ulam, ganyan, ganito. Without realizing na, yun nga, number one, kung marami na nagbebenta, edi fierce yung competition. Number two, para mag-stand out ka, you have to be quite excellent. Dapat yung luto mo talagang above everything else. Okay, so mga ganyan pong klase, or nakita, uso ngayon yung pagbebenta ng mga damit online. Yung mga live selling po, yung mga parang ukay-ukay online, bidding online. And naisip niya, magandang idea yan, gagawin ko rin yan. Again, without understanding na number one, yung mga nakikita mo nagsasucceed, malamang medyo may katagalan niyang ginagawa, kaya maraming nanonood noon, right? Kilala na yung platform niya. So it's gonna be a bit hard to compete with that. Ikalawa, kung hindi naman talaga yun ang expertise mo, how can you possibly compete, right? And so we go now to this basic foundation. Pinakita ko na po ito sa inyo before. Now, iisa-isahin natin. Okay? So, Ikigai, the concept of Ikigai is really very helpful in helping you create a very solid business. So, tingnan natin. Punta muna tayo sa yellow. Okay? So, whatever business na kailangan ninyong gawin, very important na ito ay mismong kayo. So, the best way to think about this is solving a problem that you had to the point na dahil tuwang-tuwa kayo dahil yung problem nyo na-solve na yun, you're really in love with that whatever thing is. So for example, bigyan ko kayo ng example. For example, sa ating community ng paglo-low carb, maraming tao ang na dumanas ng sakit, tumaba and all that, right? And naging parang nila, talagang obsession nila magpapayat, maging healthy. And naabot nila yun, nagawa nila yun kasi alam naman natin na very effective yung low carb and fasting, right? So it's something that they really love. They fell in love with this concept. As you can see, yung mga low carb natin, community members, sila they're very, nandoon yung nila, yung talagang dedication nila, yung commitment nila. You can tell a low carber, right? By the interaction in the community, talagang sila, all in, mga ganun, mga committed sila. So, key concept po yan, whatever business that you put up is you are in love with it. So, kung kayo ay hindi naman mahilig sa pagdadamit at gusto lang ninyo mag-jump in sa trend at magbebenta kayo ng damit, you don't even love the thing. How are you gonna sell it? Right? Paano mo ibebenta? Kung mismo ikaw, hindi mo mahal yung produkto mo, mismo ikaw, hindi ka proud sa produkto mo, paano mo ibebenta yan? Diba? So, it has to be something that you love. What you love. Okay? Ikalawa, itong peach part na ito, what the world needs. Obviously, kailangan na may pangangailangan dyan sa produkto mo. Kung ang mga tao nga, for example, sa gitna ng pandemya, let's say you are selling sa area mo, doon sa area mo, alam mo na yung mga tao nga are already, so let's say you are, sabihin natin, ikaw ay nagbebenta ng motorcycle, accessory. Tapos alam mo na currently lockdown, right? Is that a world need ngayon? 'Di ba? Is that a world need? Pangangailangan ba yan ng mundo ngayon? Meron bang naghahanap ng produkto mo ngayon? Right? So, again, I've seen this, for example, yung mga nagbebenta, and not to discredit any businesses po, it's more like leading you to a thought process kung saan naiintindihan ninyo na dapat may balanse siya between, oo nga, mahal mo nga ang produkto mo, pero kailangan ba siya ng ibang tao? Are they searching for it? Are they looking for it? Kasi kung hindi naman, then walang market. Walang benta po. Magfi-fail yung business. So, tingnan po, and this is where the, importance of trends will come in. And I'll talk to you about that in a little bit. Yung mga trends, market research, yung mga technicalities po na darating, it's very important to know na yung solusyon na ina-offer mo, talagang may mga taong may problema about that particular thing and naghahanap sila ng solusyon. Kasi kung walang world need. Wala kang magiging benta. So kung alam mo na naghihirap yung paligid mo, tapos nagbebenta ka ng bed sheets, ask yourself, like, is this something na nasa priority ng listahan ng mga tao? Right? This is something so kaya karamihan it's too sad kasi yung mga mompreneurs natin diyan na mahilig magbenta, for example, ng mga gamit sa bahay and all that, tapos nagsimula kayo sa pandemic, it's not your fault. It's just that the world doesn't need it right now. People are struggling to even make ends meet, right? And then you're expecting them to buy luxuries or wants, right? Dalawa po yan needs and wants. Sa panahon ng pandemya, mas mainam siguro na focus tayo dun sa mga bagay-bagay na talagang kinakailangan, hindi yung ginugusto lamang. Yes, there's a proportion of the population na maraming disposable income kahit pandemic they're not affected by that. They can buy. But is your product addressing that particular segment? Kung ang product mo targeted sa masa, tapos sa pandemya ka magbebenta, and alam mo na ang masa walang pera, then of course walang sales, right? So you have to think about world need. It's very, very important to do that. Okay? So now, the next one is yung what you are good at. So yung green po, yung green? The green is yung saan ang skill set mo. Ito naman yung para sa mga tao. So yung mga coaches po natin dyan, yung ating pong mga balak magbenta ng info products. So info products is mainly usually based on skill set. So kung hindi kayo physical products, even siguro yung physical products na binibenta, kailangan, yun nga yung sinasabi ko kanina, that it has to be something na may konti naman kayong expertise kahit papano, na may alam kayo. So for example, bebenta ka ng damit, pero wala ka namang kaalam-alam sa fashion, for example, or sa trends, or kung ano mang technicalities ng damit, still not gonna work. Kasi you can't properly advise. Magtanong yung customer sa'yo, o ano po ba yung ano na yan, material or whatever, pag yan ba ay nilabahan, maano ba yan? Tapos wala kang kaalam-alam. It's not gonna work. Lalo pa kung kayo ay nasa info niche. So nasa info, ang balak yung ibenta ay coaching, balak yung ibenta ay mentorship, balak yung ibenta ay digital products, mga courses, mga downloadable items, mga ganun po, there has to be a certain level of skill set here. Kailangan talagang meron kayong mas may alam kayo kesa doon sa customer ninyo para yung knowledge gap na yun kasi yung binibili nila, right? So, kung wala ka naman masyadong alam sa isang bagay at sasakay ka na naman sa trend, tapos yung customer mo may mas alam pa sa'yo, remember, the current consumers do a lot of research, right? Kung may kinakailangan ng isang tao, magre-research mo na yan. They know how to use Google sa current ngayon, trends, alam na nila yan. So, kung ang isang tao naghahanap ng solusyon sa kanilang problema, they will start the research themselves. Minsan pa nga, like what happens in my case, for example, mga pasyente, ginugoogle na nila yung sakit nila. Minsan, mas marami pa silang information na, mga tidbits, yung mga extra information. Minsan, natututo pa nga ako sa mga pasyente ko. So, it's the same with selling a product. Bago ka pa man mag-venture dyan sa pagbebenta ng produkto mo, mapa-info product man yan, mapa-physical product man yan, dapat alam mo yan inside out. You should be really good at it para pag tinanong ng potential customer mo, mga specifics about it, technicalities about it. So for example, yung course mo, anong pwedeng gawin yan for the customer or whatever, you can really give a solid answer at makita niya yung level of expertise mo. Kasi kung wala yun, wala din pong sale. Okay? So that is the third aspect of this foundation. And then finally, itong ika-apat, so again, what you could be paid for, right? What you could be paid for. So again, dito pumapasok yung importance na naman ng market research, yung importance ng looking up if there are even people doing it. Kasi here's the thing, although napaka-romantic ng idea na, wow, novel, no? Bagong-bagong produkto, is a novel, is a new product, and ikaw ang magiging unang inventor. However, if you don't have, for example, that much resources sa simula mo pa lamang, if you don't have that much capital, you can't afford to be, be the trailblazer. Dahil usually, kung ang mga tao na sila ang pinaka-unang-una dun sa concept na yun, napakaraming napakarami talagang ups and downs kasi hindi pa siya proven business concept. So it's always good to look around and see if other people are already doing it. Okay? Dahil yun pa lang, magbibigay sa'yo ng indikasyon na, yes, it's a profitable market. O itong coaching pala niya yan, na paglo-low carb. Marami nang gumagawa niyan. Profitable pala yan. Paano ka mababayaran more? This is where your own uniqueness comes in. So, iba po to dun sa yung sinasabi ko kanina na gaya-gaya lang. Kaya nga, it's not just gaya-gaya, gagayahin mo lang kung anong uso, but you have to have all these key ingredients there na gusto mo yung ginagawa mo. So there's, the yellow, what you love, what you're passionate about, right? Ano ba yan? Advocacy ba yan? Is that something that's really coming from your heart? And then meron siyang intersect doon sa pangangailangan ng mundo, solusyon sa problema ng ibang tao. And then ikatlo, yung skill set mo, yung galing mo, yung expertise mo, nandyan din yan, nakablend din yan. And finally, it's something that really can give you revenue. Kasi kung wala din yung potential na yun, there's no business, right? Ano yun? Tawag doon charity. Gusto niyo po charity or business? Kung gusto niyo ng charity, this is not the broadcast for you. Kasi here we will talk about generating income. Kung gusto lang po ninyo ng libre lahat at ibibigay nyo, that's great. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Hindi po ito ang broadcast para sa inyo kasi dito tuturo tayo kung paano mag-generate ng income. Okay, so yan ang foundational basis ng pagsisimula ng online business. Kailangan lahat ng ingredients na ito meron. Tanungin ang sarili bago umorder ng mga susunod na bedsheets, ito ba ay mahal na mahal ko? Ang pagbebenta ng bedsheets ba? Am I so in love with bedsheets to the point na, talagang madedevote ko yung buhay ko sa pagbebenta ng bedsheets? Kailangan ba yan ng mundo ngayon? Na nasa pandemya tayo, marami bang yung target market ko ba? Kasi depende rin yan sa bedsheets, Depende din yan sa binibenta mong bedsheets. Kung pangmasa yan, kailangan ba siya ngayon? Yung natitira bang, budget ng isang masang pamilya, ilalaan ba nila sa bedsheets yun ngayon? So is it a world need, right? And then, ito ba na ibibenta, ito bang bedsheet na ito? Sorry kasi bedsheet yung naiisip ko talaga because I see a lot of it, right? I see a lot of it, benta ng bedsheets. Ito bang pagbibenta ko ng bedsheets ngayon, expert pa ako sa bedsheets? Expert ba ako even to the point of sourcing this product from manufacturer? Alam ko ba lahat kung saan yan kinukuha? Alam ko ba yung mga best materials, yung mga best specifics about the bedsheet na pag tinanong ako ng customer ko, ilang thread count yan? Masasagot ko ba yun? Is 300 thread count? Oh yes, Egyptian cotton yan. Right? So, ganun ba ako? May alam ba akong ganun kalalim tungkol sa produkto ko? And finally, profitability. Right? Kumusta ang mga profit margins ko dito sa pagbebenta ko ng bedsheets? For all the effort na ginawa ko, pag-source, pag sa stock, pagpapadeliver pag may bumili, worth it ba yung effort ko? Turnover ng aking merchandise, is it worth it? Kung ang o-order sa'yo, paisa-isa, bawat buwan, is it worth it? Right? Are you gonna get paid for it? Okay, so bago umorder doon sa kaibigan na nag-aalok sa'yo, business tayo, online business tayo, benta tayo ng bedsheets. Pag-isipan mo mabuti kung itong 4 na components na ito ay na-meet po ninyo. Okay, so this is why most online businesses fail, not only online businesses, but many businesses fail. And this is the thing that I didn't understand as well. In my case, isa sa mga failed businesses ko dati is aesthetics business. So, nung nagsisimula pa lang ako ng practice ko ng medicine dito sa Canada, syempre nauuso yung, alam nyo na, yung beauty, yung mga Botox, dito uso yan mga Botox, mga lasers and all that. Nag-venture din ako dyan, pero syempre without the firm foundation, ano po nangyari? Fail. Major fail. Napakagastos pa kasi ang dami kong biniling equipment. Why? Number 1, I don't love it. I had no love for it. Nakita ko siya, trend siya, wow, nagbubukas ito, mga aesthetic clinic, daming revenue, daming pera. Hindi ko naman siya mahal. I don't love it. I like to help people to feel, to level up. Yun yung gustong-gusto kong gawin. Pero yung aspect ng aesthetics, it's not, kasi sa akin, when I say that I want to help you level up, inside work, yung gusto kong tulong na gawin sa mga tao. Of course, I didn't know this. Hindi ko pa 'to alam noon. Hindi ko alam na yun pala talaga yung calling ko. Kasi hindi ko ito ginawa. Hindi ko tinanong ang sarili ko, mahal ko ba itong pag-i-inject ng Botox? Ito bang pagpapaganda ng ibang tao, ala Dr. Vicky Bello, right? Mahal ko ba yan? Gustong-gusto ko ba yan gawin? Did I even have a passion for it? And then world need, yes, na-meet niya yun kasi may need talaga dito. Maraming customers, clients, patients. Number 3, am I good at it? Siyempre dahil hindi ko naman siya ganun kagusto, wala rin sa akin yung sabihin na nating drive to want to become really good at it. So siyempre, kung hindi ka naman masyado good at it, and hindi mo pa nga love, guess what, right? Guess what? So then, it's not gonna work. You can't even market it. And yun talaga yung nangyari po sa akin. I couldn't even talk about it. I bought all these equipments, nirady ko na yung clinic ko, dami kong investment na ginawa, mamahal pa ng mga machines and yung mga supplies. I couldn't even bring myself to talk about it kasi wala akong passion for it. There was just no love for it. Dahil hindi talaga yun yung calling ko. I never asked myself, do I love to make people look beautiful? So ang sagot doon, no. Gusto kong matulungan ng mga tao to be beautiful from the inside, to level up their lives. Yun yung passion ko pala. And I didn't know it that time, right? And then profitability, yes, profitable nga siya. So na-hit niya itong dalawa eh. The world need, the profitability, na-hit niya yung dalawang circle na yan. Pero kulang siya dun sa other two. So it won't work. It didn't. It was a major, major failure. So I don't want you to make the same mistake. Start with a solid foundation. Again, either mapa-aesthetics business man yan katulad ng ginawa ko or bed sheets bago mag-order ng mga truck ng bed sheets dyan, please ask yourself, are you meeting all the 4? Right? Because if you are not, don't even think about it. Okay? So yun yung una nating layer. So that's the foundation. Tingnan ko kung may questions before I proceed doon sa susunod natin, which is a bit of the technical aspect. Okay? Tingnan natin. Let's see. Sabi ni Angie, yes, kaya po sabi nila, love your work. Yeah, it's very true. It is very true. Sabi ni Miss Cristobal, I really need this talk. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, so thank you for providing feedback. Kailangan po ngayon, sabi ni Angie, pagkain at yung ginagamit panlaban sa COVID, medicine at iba pa. So, yes, it may be true, Angie, but again, yun nga eh. Kasi, first of all, it's not just the world need, right? Kailangan talaga natin ma-meet yung tatlo pang circle. Kasi yes, magbibenta ka nga ng mga ganyan, mga medicine ganyan. Kung sabihin na natin wala ka namang skill set na alam dyan, pag tinanong ka ng consumer, ma-defend mo ba siya? If you are in the medical field, allied health professional, pwede pa siguro, but you have to really think about the other aspects of that circle. Kasi kung wala doon ang expertise mo at mag-venture ka dyan, then again, it will not succeed. So, very important to go back doon sa ating intersect ng mga circles na yun. Dapat lahat yun nagmi-meet, dapat lahat yun check mark. Hindi dahil uso po, Yes, world need nga siya, but the other parts have to be checked. Okay? Okay, tingnan pa natin. Sino pa po ang may comment dito? Okay. Oh, hi! Si Doc Grace is here. Thank you, Doc Grace. Ayan, si Doc Grace ang example ng nakamit ng ito. Ayan, si Doc Grace. She has met all of these. And this is why Doc Grace is quite successful. Okay? So next, let's go to the technical. Kung wala naman tayong comments, let us go to the technical aspects, okay? Technicalities. So the very first thing, okay, nagawa mo na ito. Meron ka ng, yung ikigai mo, set na, napaka-solid na ng foundation mo. Yung business idea na naisip mo, number 1, you really love it. You're so passionate about it. Number 2, meron siyang solve na problema. Alam mo yun, na kahit pandemya, talagang kikita siya kasi talagang may sinosolve siya na very deep need. Okay? Number 3, magaling ka dyan sa ginagawa mo. Talagang kahit sino, magbalik-balik na rin, masasagot mo lahat. Yung level of expertise mo nandyan, makuklose mo yung gap between what your customers' needs are and yung yung level ng ino-offer mo na expertise nandun. And number 4, profitable siya. So, na-meet mo na po yun. Ano? So, you cannot progress. Itong susunod kong ituturo po, it's very important to understand. Wag po nating gagawin itong mga susunod kung hindi pa tayo solid dito. Okay? Kung hindi pa tayo solid dito, pag-isipan mo ng maigi, it's okay to stay there for quite a while. It's certainly a process po. Ano? It is certainly a process where you even have to find yourself. Kasi bago mo kasi masabi na love mo ang isang bagay, you actually have to do some kind of work sa loob mo, internal work. Kasi minsan, mismo ikaw, hindi mo alam ano ba talaga gusto mo sa buhay, right? You haven't actually even figured out your calling. So, very important to really solidify itong foundation na ito before mag-proceed. Ngayon, kung gusto mo lang naman din malaman paano ka nga ba mag-proceed kahit hindi mo pa alam tong foundation ito, that's also okay. I'm going to walk you through now yung mga proseso na gagawin mo once na certain ka na at na-figure out mo na kung ano ang product offering mo. So the first step is you have to do market research. So even though sabihin na natin po na-figure out na ninyo, itong particular bagay na ito gagawin ko. So ang bibigyan natin example, coaching. So ating mga coaches po. Let's say tayo ay magko-coach, kayo na mga nanonood ngayon, kayo ay magko-coach sa sabihin natin low carb. Magko-coaching kayo sa low carb po. First of all, kailangan alam ninyo how it currently stands in the market. So yes, may need talaga sa kanya, right? Marami nang following ang low carb and all that. But you have to go a little bit deeper. Tingnan ninyo, ano nga ba yung mga available na solutions na. Remember, a business is a solution to a problem. So, although alam natin na maraming, mga low carbers, maraming mga tao na gustong pumayat, gumaling, ganyan, look at the existing business solutions. Kasi that'll give you an idea kung ano ang inyong magiging, and this is a very important word po ha, please write this down, kung ano ang iyong magiging, I'm gonna write it down. Yan. Kung ano ang inyong magiging unique selling proposition. Okay, so USP, very, very important ito sa marketing world, especially online, even sa kahit pa kayo ay traditional business, very, very important yan. And you will only know that if you do the first step properly. You will only know that if you do proper market research. So what do I mean by that? So yun nga, maganda yung naisip mong field kasi marami talagang nangangailangan dyan. Right? However, kung ikaw ay manggagaya lang, gagayahin mo yung, it's good na marami nang gumagawa, it's great. Now, magandang ma-inspire doon, but you are your own person, right? Huwag matatakot na meron competition doon, meron ng mga gumagawa, and ganun. Have lagi ko po sinasabi sa inyo, having this kind of abundance mentality, kung saan, imbis na ang nakikita mo limitasyon at competitiveness, competition, ganyan, which will lead you down a very different path, by the way. Again, kung ang pag-iisip ninyo ay masyado kayong gahaman and all that, ibang pathway ang dadaanan ninyo versus someone who is thinking along the lines. Kasi gusto mo ng abundance sa life mo, right? So bakit ka magko-cultivate ng scarcity mindset? Yung pag-iisip na parang laging kulang, laging negative. You cannot build a positive life kung yun ang foundation mo. Sinabi ko na po yan sa inyo the other night. So, sa paggagawa mo ng market research, have that abundance type of mindset, mentality na, yes, ito yung mga competitors, ito yung mga gumagawa na nito. Now, let me now focus on what will be my USP. Ito ang ginagawa ni ganyan. Right? Ito si coach, ito siya, yan ang kanyang specialty. Ito si ganito, yan ang kanyang specialty. Ito si ganyan, yan ang specialty niya. Maaaring meron kayong mga parallelisms, and that's okay kasi isang market yan. However, you have to figure out, and that's why you're doing market research, you have to line up, and this is the part na kailangan talaga sinusulat nyo yan. Dapat may notebook kayo, nakasulat lahat doon sa industry ninyo, yung lahat ng mga tao na successfully are doing that kind of business already. Kung hindi man tao yan, mga brands, right? Sa mga sellers natin, especially if you're physical products, sulat lahat. So market research is all about laying out, writing down all the competitors, ano yung kanilang mga ginagawa, and based on that, going back again to your ikigai, thinking about what angle of solving that problem are you really good at? And yun ang magiging USP mo. So USP is a blend of yung unique angle mo, right? Yung offering mo, special skill set mo sa subset ng market na yon na wala dun sa iba. So that's number one. Number two, yung personality mo. Kasi bawat naman tao, iba't iba ang personality. Yes, maaari nga na maraming mga low-carb coaches. That's great. However, ang personality mo, iba sa kanila. Iba ang personality mo sa kanila, iba ang subset ng level of expertise mo sa kanila. Same thing with the product. Kunyari may nagbebenta ng kanina, I was looking at spectator chairs kasi itong pagsama ko sa anak ko sa practice. Laging, yung upuan, yung bleachers are either concrete or matigas na upuan. So, nakita ko, merong mga spectator chairs. Yung mga upuan na wala siyang, I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's called stadium seats. So, gumawa ako ngayon ng research. Punta akong Amazon. I was looking at the spectator chairs. And syempre, ang daming sellers po, Daming sellers. So, again, this is applying for people who are doing physical products. Okay? So, nung nag-research ako, titignan ko yung bawat features and nakita ko yung mga marketing style ng bawat kumpanya. So yung iba, ang kanilang USP, yung kanilang unique selling proposition is yung kanilang spectator chair. Pag finold mo yon, yung stadium seat na yon, napakaliit lang, yung very portable siya. Yung iba, you can even roll. Yung iba naman, solid yung kanilang armrest o kaya yung backrest nila. So, every product will have their own USP. Kung ikaw ay nagbebenta ng pagkain, for example, ang USP mo will be low sugar yan or no sugar. Yung USP mo, for example, will be only organic. Parang ganun po, So, fusion ng organic, walang mga, harmful chemicals, preservatives, mga ganun po, So, USP. You have to have USP and you can only have a USP if you do proper market research. Okay? So, tabulate nyo po, kuha ng notebook, sulat lahat ng mga competitors, isulat lahat ng mga features ng competitors, kung ano man yung binibenta ng competitors, and ask yourself, based doon sa nakalap ninyo na information, kung ano ang magiging USP ninyo na wala doon sa iba, and that's how you can begin to also market yourself. Build your brand around that aspect na wala dun sa iba. Okay, so USP, that's the takeaway from step number 1. Okay, step number 2, finalize products to sell. So based on doon sa nakuha natin na market research, based doon sa USP natin, kailangan na natin carefully, andito papasok yung concept ng, when we say finalize, dito papasok yung concept ng iba't ibang, yung final packaging niya po, So kung physical product ito, even things like the labeling, things like the logo. And this is again another big discussion, pag-uusapan natin to later, yung branding. So basically, itong finalizing is really crafting yung brand, right? So kung physical product yan, dyan papasok yun. Ano nga ba ang labeling yan? Ano yung packaging niya, ganyan, what's the final form of the product? Base doon sa ginawa mong market research na nag-distinguish sa kanya, nakakaiba siya doon sa competitor. Right? Kasi kung parehas na ginagaya mo lang, para kang China, kinokopya mo lang, then the chances are, small na ikaw ay maaaring maging stand out. Same thing for the coaching, right? When I say finalizing the product, you have to think about how you are going to create a bundle doon around your main product. So, sasamahan mo yan, kung coach ka, sasamahan mo ba yan ng, mga live sessions ba yan na gagawin mo? Is it a one-on-one, face-to-face ba yan? Is it a one-to-many model? So, one-to-one, one-to-many, anong mga isasama mo dyan? Meron ka bang, for example, i-issue na certification for that course, right? So, finalizing the product based on sa nagawa mong research. Okay? Then third, hindi lang yun enough. Susunod is, tanggalin ko lang ito. Give me a moment. Tinatanggal ko lang. Identify your customer base. So, alam mo na, right? You knew na meron talagang need. Alam mo, so for example, low carbers, right? Gamitin natin yung example ng low carbers. So, it's a general umbrella term, meron kang low carbers. However, kung tatargetin mo lahat ng low carbers, uh, it's still okay, it's still doable, pero mas strong kasi kung meron kang specific segment ng market na itatarget mo. So, what I mean by that is, for example, among low carbers, meron dyan na mga medyo obsessed, let's say, for example, sa carnivore, let's say, carnivore, tapos coach ka, then you can segment your market. Tignan mo yung iba't ibang segmentation ng market na yan. So even for example, let's say yung kanina na sinasabi ko, spectator chairs, right? Yung stadium seats, pwede mo i-segment yung market. Yes, maraming naghahanap niyan. Pwede mo i-segment yung market na mag-appeal sa mga nanay. Yung mga nanay na laging katulad ko, right? Nanay na laging nasa practice ng anak, laging, so yung spectator chair mo may have something like folding, like yung isang tiningnan ko, meron siyang folding, na parang pwede mong lagyan ng mga anik-anik. Siyempre, pag nanay ka, dami mong dala lagi. Like me, I always have tissue and this and that. So, meron siyang parang, yung isang product, meron siya, ang kakaiba sa kanya, may lalagyanan siya ng anik-anik. So, ang marketing nun will be targeted sa segment ng market na nanay. Right? So, same thing with the coaching, mga bawat anggulo na yan will be targeted to a segment of the market. Okay? Mapa-physical product man yan. Even services. Services, right? Say ikaw ay abogado, and yung services na i-offer mo will be targeted to mga tao, family law, for example. Yun ang specialty mo. Ikaw ay beautician, pero ang gusto mo talagang i-target, i-segment yung market mo, ita-target mo siya mainly for, let's say, yung mga professional women. Kasi alam mo, nandun yung money, right? The professional women, they want to look good, and they want to always look put together. So yun ang maaring segmentation ng market mo. Hindi ka lang regular beautician, right? You have a very unique selling proposition, and the way also that you are looking at markets is segmentation. Wherever yung passion mo nandun at wherever the profitability is. Okay? So yun yung third aspect. Now we go now to begin research on what platform you'd like to sell on. So ito, I love this. Now, ito, very important kasi pinag-uusapan natin online, right? Kung ikaw ay brick and mortar, kung ikaw ay traditional business system, maghahanap ka ng storefront. Ito yung dati, naghahanap tayo ng storefront. Nasaan ang mga tao ngayon? Especially pandemic. Nasa labas ba yung mga tao? Nasa palengke ba? Nasa mall? I saw the other day, sino ba yung nag-post? Na parang mga ghost town daw yung mga malls and all that. And even though, kahit nga dito even though allowed na rin kami to go out, it really difference between dati and ngayon. The reality is, majority of the people are online. So kung ganun, you have to start learning about the different platforms. Saan mo i-market ang business mo? And there are a few different platforms. Alam nyo na po yan. There is the traditional na mag-website ka, and hopefully, yan ay mailagay at ma-index ng Google. It's another big teaching yung tungkol dyan kasi that will require a lot of SEO. SEO para sa, huwag matatakot sa term. SEO is search engine optimization. That requires a lot of work. May mga teams and teams of professionals na gumagawa niyan para lang sa ganyan. So ikaw ba ay maglilisting sa Google? Ikaw ba ay magmamarket sa Facebook? Right? So get to know your platforms, because the reality is a lot of people are online. They're mainly on social media, right? Depende ngayon. So remember, ginawa mo ito, no? Foundation, back to the foundation tayo. Yung mga nangangailangan ba ng problema mo, where are they hanging out? Nasaan sila? Itong people who has this world need. Nasaan yung mga yan? Yung bang mga nanay na hinahanap mo, are they on Facebook? Yes, many of them are. Nasa LinkedIn ba sila? Kung ikaw ang tina-target mo is home-based moms, nasa LinkedIn ba yung mga yan? Probably not, right? LinkedIn is a different platform. It's more for professionals. Kung ikaw ay B2B, so business to business, nasan yung mga customers mo? Probably in LinkedIn, right? So you have now to figure out, based also on the market research na ginawa mo, nasaan ang mga tao na gusto mong tulungan. Nasaan ang mga tao na magbibigay sa'yo ng kanilang pera, right? It's an exchange. Tutulungan mo sila, they pay for that service or the product. Okay? Are they on Instagram? Ikaw ba, ang tipo ba ng produkto mo ay Instagram friendly? So again, it's great for mga coaches, it's great for mga influencer types, it's great for even products and services. Instagram works. Nasa ano ba sila? Kung ang business mo ay, let's say, you're YouTuber ka lang, wala kang ibang products, gusto mo lang talaga maging personality, then probably your best bets are, of course, Facebook. Siyempre, nandyan yung Instagram. TikTok is a very big thing kung ikaw ay more on that entertainment segment, right? Sector ng market. Kasi some of us don't actually have a product. We are influencers, yung iba, or entertainers. So you have to know nasaan yung aking target market. Kung ikaw ay entertainer, tapos nililimita mo yung sarili mo sa iisang platform, that's not the best thing. There are so many platforms to utilize. So dito papasok yung importance ng going in deeper with your market research, and that's finding the platform. Kung ikaw ay seller ka ng produkto, saan ka bang bebenta? Sa Shopee ba? Right? Are you gonna list on Amazon? Are you going to create your own e-commerce store para ikaw ay may freedom? Kung ikaw ay service provider, freelancer ka, saan ka magli-listing? Punta ka ba ng Fiverr? Magli-list up ka ba sa Upwork, sa Online Jobs PH? Anong gagawin mo? Right? So, very important to know, to do market research also on the platforms. And dito rin papasok syempre yung mga tools. Tools that you need, tools of the trade. Remember, iba ang mga tools na ginagamit sa online world versus sa offline world, sa traditional, right? And these tools of the trade are housed on specific platforms. Ito yung mga tinatawag nating mga specific softwares that you will need to start running your own business. Okay, these are things like Zoom. So, are you needing Zoom? Kung coach ka, kailangan mo ba ng Zoom? Kung ikaw ay online seller, marunong ka na ba mag-edit dyan? Meron ka na bang Canva? Right? So Canva is a software that allows you to create visuals. So I think any business that's online should have a Canva account. Okay? So yan po yung mga bagay-bagay na kailangan alam din natin. So that is step, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth one, and this one again, I can go on, and I'm very excited to tell you, by the way, about this, okay? Kasi later, I'm gonna go deeper into platforms po, para malaman ninyo ano-ano yung mga technicality. So stand by, dahil dun sa mga talagang ready na mag-launch, meron tayong teaching about this, the different platforms, paano gamitin, paano yan i-maximize yung marketing efforts nyo doon. Okay? And then, ito na siya. So, syempre, dito na magsisimula yung creating high-quality product content. Okay, so what does that mean? Ito na, and this is closely tied in with number 6, which is create a strategy to market to your potential customer. So, yung dalawa na yan, they're related. Kasi as you've seen in some of my posts, in the current landscape ng online marketing, digital marketing, very important syempre yung ating content. Okay, so content is the thing that will help introduce your products and services to the world para may awareness ng mga tao about it without you, posting necessarily na buy, right? Yung bili. Kasi nakakasuya yun, yung kung ganun lang lagi. So content is the way that you get your potential customers to pay attention to your brand, to your services, and to your products. So paano? How does that work? So, balikan natin kasi yun ang obsession ko ngayon, yung stadium seats. Balikan natin yung stadium seats. So, one of the ways, for example, is pag-produce ng content. So, ikaw ay nagbebenta ng upuan, right? So, that's stadium seat. Ano nga yung mga klase ng content ang pwede mong i-produce? Maglalagay ka lang ba? I-share mo lang ba sa mga walls ng mga groups na member mo yung nabilihin yung chair mo? Yung picture lang ba ng chair ang lagi mong i-share at lagi mo lang ba lalagyan ng buy? Walang papansin sa'yo. Nakakasuya po yun. What you can do is, remember, in the world of content creation, is really important to provide value. Magbibigay ka ngayon ng mga mini solutions sa problema nung market na tinatarget mo. So, paano ka magpo-provide ng value? Create ka ng content about back pain. Back pain. So, sumasakit na ba ang likod mo habang tagal kang nakaupo? Blah, 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 whatever, right? I'm just making this up. Kasi nga, current obsession ko yung stadium seat dahil gusto ko nga bumili dahil mahirap umupo dun sa bleachers. So, you are here presenting a solution to the problem ng segment ng population mo. So, for example naman, ikaw ay coach, low-carb coach, then pwedeng, imbis na sasabihin mo lang, oh, hire me as a coach kasi matulungan kita ng ganito, ganyan, weight loss. Pwede mong, also targeting the segmentation of your market. You can say, have you always wanted to have, better looking physique, yung mas pronounced, mas detailed yung muscles mo. Yan ang specialty ko. Parang ganon, right? So, it's all about really creating the kind of posts, the kind of visuals na mayroong mapupulot yung iyong target market. Hindi lang, ibablast mo sila ng ibablast, bili, right? Bili ka nito, bili ka niya, I'm selling ganito. It's a wrong kind of marketing. Walang tama. Okay? And for sure, at some point, ikaw ang malilabel na spammer. No one will pay attention to you. And guys, if people don't click your posts, bumababa yung algorithm, the less it gets shown sa mga Facebook pages, sa mga groups, even in the profiles. So if you're planning to utilize, for example, Facebook or even Instagram, even TikTok, kung walang nanonood ng mga postings ninyo at walang nagbabasa, then you will get lower and lower sa algorithm. Okay? Ibig sabihin, hindi marami ang makakakita ng posts mo. Kala mo pinost mo yun, may marami makakakita. The reality is, it's only around less than 10% ng followers mo. So let's say meron kang 100 followers, 10 lang dyan ang pinapakitaan ng post na yon. Saan man yan? Sa Instagram. Pero pag ang posts mo, mataas ang engagement dahil lagi kang may pinoprovide na solusyon sa problema, then i-click yun ng mga tao, titignan nila, babasahin nila, you get higher in the algorithm, you get more exposure. Okay, so those are the basics ng marketing, online. There is such a thing as careful creation. Kumbaga, ang internet world, you have to think about it this way. Una-una, yan bang ilalabas mo na post na yan? Is it something that your 10-year-old older self, like the 10-year older self can be proud of? Right? Kaya nga bago kasi social media, many people hang their dirty laundry sa social media. It's not the place, right? Because down the road, unang-una, nandyan na yan. It lives there. Ikalawa, is it really something that you still want to read? You're still going to be proud of 10 years from now. Even yung pag ma-market mo ng produkto mo, is it still going to be something that you can be proud of 10 years from now? Right? So, very important yan. Pag-iisipan talaga maigi ano yung pinopost natin. Okay, especially relating din sa ating product. Okay, so, yan po yung key. And sabi ko nga kanina is a strategy. Now, this one requires so many workshops to even, talk about this completely. So, strategy to market to your potential customer. And by the way, yung gusto talaga ng mga deep dive sa mga ganito pong usapin, ganitong topic na diniscuss ko pala ngayon, you know that we are having the success convention. So, doon sa convention natin na yan, are people who will actually talk in depth about these things. So, please wait for that registration na dumating kung talagang interesado kayo to really have more knowledge, applicable steps. Although dito pa lang sa ating mini workshop ngayon, hopefully meron na kayong mga nakuha na tidbits ng information about how to really start yung online selling ninyo sa tamang pamamaraan. Now, if you want more specialized knowledge, SuccessCon po is the place to be. Okay? Kasi marami tayong experts who are actually talking about these things, not only about these, but how to really build massive businesses. Pag makita niyo po yung caliber ng mga speakers natin, nakakabilib po. Yeah, so let me have a look. So that ends so again, let me go through. Nagsimula tayo sa foundation. Ito, nagkaroon tayo ng mga step-by-step. 1, do market research. So again, very solid muna dapat yan before ito. Then we did the finalizing the products to sell, identifying your customer base, so segmentation ng audience. Nandun yung research on what platform, kung saan talaga ikaw magbenta, creating the high quality product content. This is part of this next step, which is sa marketing. Kasi once na meron ka ng content na maaari mong ilabas, then magro-roll out na yung full marketing strategy mo. And marketing strategy requires a deep dive. And I will be providing you with, again, some learnings about these things kasi very important po yan. Hindi na po uso yung parang isa-spam mo lang yung wall. Ano po? Sino pa po ang gumagawa nun? Yung pupunta sa mga pages, mga groups, tapos spam lang ng spam. Live selling. Nakakatuwa po ba yun? Do you find value in that? Do you think your customers, yung mga taong tinatarget mo, will find value in that kung nang-spam ka lang? Probably not. Nakakainis po yun. It's nakakainis, right? So you want to be a brand that people would like to get to know more. Hindi yung brand na isi-skip ng mga tao sa pag-scroll dahil nakakainis na. Paulit-ulit yung pag-post, wala namang saysay, right? So, that is the teaching. Okay? Sabi ni Doc Grace, excited for SuccessCon. Yes, si Doc Grace is isa sa mga speakers natin. I'm so excited. Yes, sabi ni Aba, thank you, Doc. I'm excited to register. Yes, thank you. May tanong dito si Miss Red or Mr. Red. How about boosting the post? Will it work? Okay. So this one is a bit of a specific question po, about digital marketing. Meron pong lugar ang pagbo-boost ng post. I wouldn't say na wala siyang use. Sa marketing strategy kasi, iba't ibang metrics, and again, this is a bit of a deeper iba't ibang metrics yung tinitingnan po natin. Iba't ibang objectives, bawat galaw na gagawin ninyo sa social media, sa marketing efforts ninyo, dapat merong reasoning behind doon sa galaw na yon. So if you are doing, again, let me just give you a kind of a backgrounder about marketing. Dalawang uri po yan. There's organic, ibig sabihin, hindi kayo magbabayad, organic marketing, and there's paid marketing. Kayo ay magbabayad para magkaroon ng awareness yung inyong brand, yung inyong produkto. Now, with organic marketing, walang problema, you just, as I said, create quality content. And yung quality content na yun na nagsusolve ng problema ng tao will become your gateway to spreading brand awareness. Kasi the more people that share your content, the more na maraming tao makakakilala sa'yo. And you may not even need to do paid advertising. Ngayon, kung ikaw ay nagsisimula pa lamang, let's say you have brand new product, nagsisimula ka pa lamang, and wala ka pa masyadong, followers, ganyan, wala pa masyadong traction yung brand mo, wala pa masyadong nakakaalam, then this can be utilized as one of the, not the only, kasi remember, ang marketing, maraming layers yan. You want to be able to track specific metrics. Yung boosting can help in, let's say, brand awareness, pero if you are tracking specific metrics like conversion, if you're selling a product, and again, sabi ko nga, deeper level na ito, it's not the best thing to use. It's good for brand awareness. So kung ikaw ay starting pa lang, tapos gusto mo lang magka-awareness yung brand mo, you can do boosting. That's okay. Pero make sure na yung i-boost mo actually have really good content. Kasi magbo-boost ka, tapos yung post mo is very ordinary, it won't work. Okay? Kailangan talagang extraordinary yung content ng post na yun, na talagang, for example, meron kang 100 followers, 90 doon nag-like sa post. So, ibig sabihin, ang ganda nun. Kasi the more that people like it, the more it gets shown sa mga actual followers ng page. So, kung naka-90 ka, meron kang 100 followers, 90 yung nag-like, ibig sabihin, it's really, really good. Then, yun ang i-boost mong post. Hindi basta-basta lang mag-boost ng kung anong post dyan. It has to be something that the audience loves. So, number one, you have to have a firm objective. Bakit mo binuboost? Is it for brand awareness? Is it to promote a specific event? Parang ganun po, So, again, maraming layers. And I will be creating, leading up to the SuccessCon, meron tayong mga more marketing sessions na parating. So, standby lang po, lalo na yung mga ready to launch na po dyan. Ready to launch. Yes. So, Dito na lang po muna tayo magtatapos. I know it was a bit of a medyo marami tayong pinag-usapan ngayon, and in the next few weeks, patuloy po itong sessions natin na ito. We will go deeper and deeper and deeper hanggang talagang makapag-launch kayo, providing you with these guides. Some of the formats will be with Coach John, and it will be more in a yung ibang formats natin ito will require talaga registration po. Free pa rin yan. Free po yan lahat. But we require commitment kasi medyo specialized teaching na ang ituturo namin. So you will need to register. So meron tayong webinars coming up, and also again some mini workshops coming up, and yung mga yun will need registration. So yun lang po ang aking teaching for tonight. Sana may natutunan tayo ngayong gabi, and sana po ay tingnan ko nga, sabi ni Doc Grace, for those who don't know what they're good at, try to think what your family and friends usually ask help from you. Yes, great insight. Yeah, napaka, niyan, Doc Grace, talagang tamang-tama. Yes, so, okay po. So, panoorin na lang yung mga hindi nakapanood and share this to anyone you know na makaka-benefit sa ganitong foundational aspect bago sila gumastos na napakarami na pagbibili ng produkto na wala namang bibili. Okay? So that's it for me. I'll see you again soon. Thank you. By the way, tingnan natin. Meron tayong perks. Magkakaroon tayo ng, sa mga viewers natin ngayon, I promised you na meron tayong perks. So sa mga present dito po, we will pick isa sa mga commenters natin randomly, and one of the commenters will receive a special something from us. So watch out lang po. Antayin natin yung message from our team at SuccessCon. Yung isa po sa mga commenters natin will be receiving a special something. Okay, yun lang po. Bye for now.